Hello everybody, welcome to Burak's Loft. I hope you enjoy the video. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you how to build a drop trap, this thing here, and kind of go from there. I prefer this over the bobs just for some facts, especially the young birds. They can see the birds down here and they just drop right in, and it makes a huge difference. And you can take this on and off so that way the birds can go in and out, and I will show you how to kind of do that kind of stuff. So it just pops right off, and it has, they call keyholes here. That's what locks it on there, and they hook onto the screws up here. It makes it so much easier for the birds to hang in a drop trap. That way the birds learn to go out the same hole and come back in the same hole. And when you had the bobs before, they always hesitate to come in. And this one here, they don't hesitate near as much as they did before. So, but I figured I'd kind of show you, and then we kind of take the next step and I'll show you what to do. So, come on, bird! Come on, bird! Come on, bird! Come on! Today, I'd like to show you how to build a drop trap, and just by using the basic simple tools that most people would have around the house, like for example, like skill saw, tape measure, pencil, of course, a drill, and I also have I actually have 3 squares here, but you don't probably get by with just 1 speed square or even a regular square. This one I liked better for the longer, for this angle here. And I did it longer than most people probably do, because most people just do a 45-degree angle, which is this angle right here. When you square it up, that's a 45-degree angle. I went more than that. I'm not sure what angle that is, but I figured at least kind of show you what I do. You also need a smaller bit to be for pilot holes. Otherwise, your wood can split really easy. And then a 5/16 inch drill bit for this. These are reflector poles. You can use a wooden dowel too if you want to. I just prefer to use these just for some fact is that they'll never break. And I know sometimes when you get, sometimes they'll get brittle as they get older and they end up breaking. So. But anyways, I kind of want to show you how to do this kind of step by step and make it a little easier. I prefer to use a 2.5 inch screw and 1 5/8 just for the simple fact is, makes it hold it nice and together. And you could wood glue it together if you want to or not. You don't have to. But like I said, I just kind of wanted to show you, a little step by step. And sometimes a clamp makes it a little easier. I also have a different type of clamp here. Makes it much easier to hold it together. So, but anyways, I want to kind of show you what I'm going to do and start cutting the pieces, and I kind of show you step by step on how we cut the pieces. So I'm not sure if I can mention you guys, here is a 1x8 basically, and it equals out to be, it was like 7 1/4 or 7 1/2 by the time I get said and done here. But anyways, I wanted to kind of show you quickly, like I said, using a speed square and how to keep it nice square cut with just a skill saw. As you can see, you put your square up next to it, and you line everything up next to it, and use the square as your guide to keep it nice and square. There you go. That's how you make a nice square cut with a speed square. All right, I measured again another 14 inches, and then I measured out 1.5 inches from here. So that way when we go to put this on, it should butt up nice to it. And there, but so I usually, like I said, 1.5 inches here. And then I take and measure out from the corner here to the corner up here. And I draw my line. So that way, this piece here you're going to cut next by using a skill saw. And you're just going to have to get comfortable with using the skill saw and be able to cut this straight across there without a problem. So, but just like that. And then we'll cut this piece here off next to be able to, square it up nice. And we're gonna need 2 of them just like this. So. I do have a miter saw, guys, to make this a little easier, but like I said, I wanted to show you guys that you can do this kind of project without having all the fancy tools like I got around here. So, well, guys, as you can see, here's what we got so far. As we got our 2 pieces here that were 14 inches, and we cut them at an angle, and then we got the 2 pieces down here that would actually be your top once it's all done, kind of like this here. As you can see, I just kind of used scrap whatever I had around the house to match everything up. So, but everything perfect? No. Does the birds care? No. It's all it don't have to look really pretty, guys. The birds don't care what it looks like. They just want it to be able to use it and get in a little easier. So, but anyways, we're gonna cut this piece next to be able to do this. Something similar to this, but this one here actually, on this particular one, will be a little bit longer than this one. As you can see, when I did it, I wasn't, kind of thinking at the time, so I ended up, adding a little bit more board on the bottom, which is not a big deal. It still worked out just fine, so. But I figured to kind of show you what's going on, so. Well, guys, as you can see here, I got this set up. This is what, this piece here. That little piece right there, it's right here. And I like to mark out where approximately my screws are going to go through the side of it. So as you can see here, I marked them here. If you guys can see that or not. I marked them here. And then I like using a square just to make sure everything's squared up nice. And just kind of see where the screws will come out at. So get everything nice and lined up. And here, this kind of gives you the general idea where the screw should come out at. And then this little contraption right here works pretty slick. It's called a drill guide. And you can take and line this up and line these little dots with this piece here. And I'm going to use a 1/4 inch drill bit. So the first hole, so I'm going to line it up. Okay, right with this piece here. So this lines up with this particular hole. And this thing here's a whopping $10. But if you don't have a drill press, this works slicker than snot to be able to drill your holes. And we'll kind of go from there. So. That gets you started. And what's nice about this piece, it'll actually fit on, either a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 inch, and this is 3/4 inch, as you can see here. Now I got the hole lined up almost perfect. We're gonna do the same thing with this hole. We're gonna line it up. We're gonna drill the hole, at least to get me started. And that gets you, almost perfect in there. And then you can finish drilling through. This one here won't quite go all the way through, but I do have a little bit bigger drill bit That'll work just fine for going all the way through. But like I said, it gets you started, at least to get you in, you know, the right angle to keep it going straight. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you know, you can freehand it and you might be off a little bit. And most of the time, to be honest with you, that's all I've ever done. But I just found out about this little tool and I figured for 10 bucks, it's well worth it. This piece here. Guys, it's well worth this little piece right here. I tell you, I mean, it should be a lifesaver there, so. But anyways, like I said, wanted to kind of show you. Well, guys, as you can see, I started it with this piece, and it does not go all the way through. But even this piece won't go all the way through, but I get you at least going the right direction, and then I finish it off with a little bit bigger bit to go all the way through. So that works pretty slick to get everything all nice and to join up nice. So, well, guys, as you can see, I got it together. I still haven't put the dowel pieces in there yet. I'm just kind of seeing how everything kind of fits together. This is not screwed down either. Just kind of an eyeballing for right now. And the way I have it set up is I end up kind of resting this against here, you know. And as you can see here, we have a little bit of overhang, and that's why I actually made it that way. And this piece here should go right across the top. And once you get your dowel pieces in here, it should go pretty good. When I usually do the dowel pieces too, I try to go about every 4 inches, you know, between them. You know, that's usually about almost ideal for it. But I haven't quite done the math yet to make sure I got it all set up. But figured I will let you know here once I get that far and kind of go from there. So, well, guys, I ended up going 4 inches from this side and 4 inches from this side. The birds can't fit through here, but you know, at least they're not going to fight over trying to get through the middle. You know, they're each going to have to go here. They're going to try to come through here, but they didn't know they ain't going to fit there, so they got to take turns going down here. But I say you can see, it's all put back together, nice and screwed tight. Now I can put the rest of it together, and we'll kind of go from there. So just kind of wanted to show you what's going on, and we'll kind of go from there. So, well, guys, I got it together, and I ended up making a mistake, which I hate to admit, but we all are human. I'll show you what I had done before. Ended up trying to do 4 inches between each one, and the middle one, instead of being 4 inches, it was only like 2.5 inches, and I know the birds can't fit through there. But now I got it so this one here is 4 inches from that end, and it's 4 inches from this one, and right in the middle I'm at 4 1/4, which is almost ideal for. This is the part that I fixed. I put 4 inches on one side, 4 inches on the other side, and it should have been 4 inches in the middle. So birds, so that way 3 birds can drop in at the same time. And if you do not have, you know, a pad big enough for that, all you gotta do is block off 1 box. So the only thing I got left now to do is to sand it down and you know, put it back together. I had put it together once just to make sure everything fit right, and just to make sure, like I said, I wanted everything to look nice. But anyways, I just got to finish sanding it down so that way when I put it together and the birds come through, they don't get any type of sliver or anything like that. I'll round these edges off with sandpaper. I have actually can cheat a little bit because I do have a vibrating sander that I can use to get them off. I can get all the marks off from the, you know, the pencil marks. You know, like for example here, you guys can see that or not, but there's a little bit of a pencil mark here. I can use my sander to get that off, and all it is just a little vibrating sander, and use that to get the excess pencil marks off so you can't see it, and plus it rounds off the edge. I'll do the inside too. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of show you, you know, you don't have this, regular sandpaper does work just fine, but it takes a little longer, of course. But you know, I kind of got the tools, so it's nice to have some of the tools that I need. And then plus, you know, some of this here, you know, I can sand down a little bit more. I'm not sure you guys can see this or not, but some of the grits, you see how it's kind of a little bit around the rougher side. I can take and actually sand that down a little bit more, so not quite so bad. So, but anyways, it's all said and done. It's nice, and once they get it in there, it's all nice and set up. And then you don't have any gap here, which is nice. And there's no gap on this side, except for a little bit right here on top. But that's it. So, well, guys, I kind of want to show you how this little contraption works. It fits on here really nice. As you can see here, I marked not only here, but here too. I'm going to line up this with here. And then once I do that, actually, that way it kind of holds it nice and square. Oop. There we go. Okay, go down just to here. That way, the reason I'm trying to do that is so they get, there we go. Well, guys, I kind of wanted to show you what I was doing. This thing's worked pretty slick. I really like this thing so far. Once I line it up here, I got a little mark here on the side, and inside, you can't see it, but is right where I'm going to put the screw hole for this particular thing. So when you're going to put it on, you're going to have it this way, so that when you put your screw in, it comes up and locks into place. That's the whole key of the whole concept of that, the whole thing. So, but anyways, I got it lined up so I can actually put the screw inside. So, and all you gotta do is take a screw in, or use this, so it's nice and straight. And what's nice about this, it's right in the middle, and right where I marked it here, so, which is awesome. Same thing on the other side, right there. It's perfect. So now all I gotta do is, put it on here, put it and screw where I want to screw it, and then do the same thing on the bottom to mark where the holes are, and then go from there, and then be able to drill out this. So, but I'll bring it back when I get that far. So, all right, guys, as you can see, I got it nice and drilled out, so that way when you put this on, well, anyways, get it all nice and drilled out, so that way when you go put it on there, you put your screw in there, it'll actually lock in place. So, and now I have to do that over here, same thing. I just kind of did a small hole here to start out with, to kind of show me how high I got to go up, and then I got to do the 3/8 inch hole here to kind of get it started. But kind of wanted to show you how this is done, so just to kind of bear with me. So put you back on the tripod. What normally I do is just use a drill bit, use a 3/8 hole, because that's what the size of this is anyway. Drill it, long enough so I can get a screw in there. So that should be deep enough there. It's what, about yay deep, which is more than enough to get so it locks in place. Now remove the screws here. That's why you guys kind of know how to hang or to put one of these up, or say how to drill the holes anyways. So this is kind of the game plan. Kind of show you how this works. And yes, I could use a screw drill or a screw gun to get this done faster, but this is so you don't strip the holes out. But anyways, you can see it just started that hole earlier. See now, I got this gap between them, just kind of hang on to it. Just enough to get that gap in between them. And I suppose I could have used a screwdriver to finish it out, you know, if I wanted to. You know, if I had a screwdriver, just kind of finish chiseling it out. But overall, it is much better. And it works. As you can see, it's all done. Enough to get it, once you put a screw in there. Let's see here, I'll put this back in at least to get it started, at least kind of to show you. You know, once you get that in there, you can use one of these screws, goes in and locks in place. Of course, everything's got to be tight first, but see, that's how that works. So, well, guys, I figure I'd give you kind of a building list at the end here, just to kind of help show you what you're going to need. Building list for sure. You'll need one board that is 1 inch by 8 inches by 6 feet long. One board that is 1 inch thick and 1.5 inches wide by 8 inches or 8 foot long. One dowel that is, you know, approximately 3 foot long. And then you got, you know, 2.5 inch screws and 1.25 inches or 2 1 5/8 inches long for screws, just to kind of hold everything together. And then I got you a cut list too of what we're going to cut out of it. So you got 2 boards that are 14 inches long that you're going to cut. I found out it is a 30-degree angle. And 2 boards that are 16 inches long that are 90-degree angles and that are out of the 1x8. And then you got 3 boards that are 16 inches long by 90-degree angle by 1.5 inch, 1 inch by 1.5 inch boards. 2 boards that are 11.5 inch long by 90-degree angle that are 1.5 or 1 inch by 1.5 inch boards. And then you got 2 dowels that are 13 inches long. I made a mistake and put the wrong number in there, so I ended up putting it in there by marker, so just to help out. So I hope this kind of helps. If you guys want me, I can put it in the description, or even, you know, put my email in there. And if you guys want the building material list, I can actually email it to you if you like. So, but like I said, I hope this kind of helps today. I found out what angle this is. Like I said, a lot of people cut a 45-degree angle. This is actually a 30-inch angle. And I found that out by talking to my twin brother. He does carpentry for a living, or at least he used to anyways. And as you can see here, you put your square up on the edge and it ended up being 30 inches. So, and like I said, this is a 45-degree angle. So when you put, as you can see, this is your 45 and this is 30-degree angle. It's a much steeper angle, but that's okay. I'd rather have a steeper angle. That way there's less chances of the birds getting back out of there. I've had it in the past. I built one drop trap many years ago, but it didn't have quite enough angle on it. So, and I just ended up going with Bob's. But after, you know, seeing a few other things, I do like this a lot better. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. So please like, share, and leave a comment below. And thanks again for watching.